Hey everybody. I don't know if you could see me. I'm here making my coffee. How's everybody doing? It's gonna be so nice after a month. Let me get my water too. How's it going? I see Mark is here. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, everything is fine. I had a long month. Really, ever since I got the puppy, they've been going crazy. I did go live on last week, Thursday, because I thought everything was fine, but then I had a little accident. And I will tell everybody when more people come in. I let that sit for too long. I think I might have to dump this and make another. This is lukewarm. Oh, I made it and then I let it sit by the blah. I gotta make another one. I'm sorry, I hate to waste, but this is, and you should never microwave your coffee because it turns the coffee bitter. I used to microwave my coffee all the time. Not anymore. I read, time to order more McDonald's coffee. I read somewhere or saw it on TV or something. I don't know. Somehow I know that you're not supposed to microwave your coffee because it turns the coffee bitter. So I had to dump that one out. No good. Ugh. Whoa, there's not too many things that are worse than lukewarm coffee. Wouldn't you agree? Lukewarm coffee? Not my thing. If you're wondering about this thing on my lip, I will tell you the story. And it'll kind of explain why I didn't have coffee for a long time. Some people coming in, some people going out. We have 5 thumbs. That's good. I see somebody came in, put their thumbs up and left. Yeah, I didn't know that either until I was old already, so don't feel bad. It was mid-40s before I knew that. Don't microwave coffee. I mean, if you must, you must, right? Sometimes you have no choice. But I'm at home, so I have the option of making another cup. But, yeah, that's no microwave coffee for me if I don't have to. I remember when I would take my coffee to work, I would stop by Dunkin' Donuts and get an extra large coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. And I would keep microwaving it throughout the morning. Well, not only are you not supposed to microwave coffee, but you really shouldn't microwave styrofoam. That was back when they made used styrofoam cups at Dunkin'. And now they don't. They use the paper cups, which is hard to hold because it's so freaking hot. It's not a cold sore. Actually, okay, let me go on with the story. Why I haven't had coffee in a month. And I had the surgery, and then when I had the surgery, when I came home, it took me so long to recover. I couldn't really do anything. I was on bed rest. So if you're on bed rest, you really don't need coffee, right? I didn't need coffee. I was on bed rest, and I really needed to stay hydrated. So drinking coffee wasn't a really good option. And then just as I was getting better and getting up and getting on with my life, I had a nighttime fall. I had a fall. Hi, Jeannie. Oh my gosh. I fell at night trying to go to the bathroom. It was pitch dark and I fell. And I busted open my lip and it was horrible. I missed again another Sunday live because I looked horrible. And I I probably should have gone to the hospital for stitches and an IV because I couldn't eat or drink anything. I couldn't. And when I was able to start drinking anything, I had to use a straw, and I can't drink coffee from a straw. Um, but then since I wasn't eating, I had to drink a lot of water and drink like milkshakes and stuff. So coffee. Oh, thank you for noticing. Yeah, I have lost since September. I've lost 20 over 20 pounds. So I'm really going slow. Slow is the key. I don't want to lose it too fast. I've done that before in my life. It made me really sick. So I'm just taking it easy, going really slow. I started losing weight when I quit Weight Watchers, actually. Weight Watchers, your goal. Hi, Iris Perez, Crochet and More. How are you doing? I started losing weight after I quit Weight Watchers because Weight Watchers, they want you to lose like 2 pounds a week. I mean, they don't want you to, they suggest 2 pounds a week. And that's a hard goal when counting points and then keeping track of what you eat and how much of it you eat. I just figured I reduce carbs and increase protein and stop eating when I was not hungry anymore. Not when I was stuffed, but not hungry. And I could cheat once in a while, but that helped me start losing weight consistently. Consistently. Like not gaining it back either. Like I would keep on losing a little bit, a little bit. So yeah, I it might be a scam. I mean, it works for some people, but then it's I don't know. All right, Lori's in her car. Well, so I don't know. Yeah, it's this coffee is really good, and that reminds me. I have so much coffee because I haven't been drinking it, and my Alexa on my TV reminded me. So, don't you need some coffee? Because I asked Alexa on my TV because I got the Fire Stick from Amazon. I said, Alexa, what's the weather? And she told me the weather, and she goes, by the way, don't you need to order some more McDonald's K-Cups? It's been a while. So I'm like, oh, that's spooky. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. I didn't really share with anybody that I was going to try to lose weight. I think I've been sharing since I gained the weight because of the medication that I'm on. So it's just obviously, yes, I want to lose it. Iris has a bad headache, so she's been laying down, just getting up and checking on your dad. Okay, and feeding him. Okay. I'm doing okay. Iris, I'm hanging in there. Yeah, it's been a long month, Mark. Oh my gosh. hopefully I won't have any more accidents, any more interruptions in my life. I do know next week, by the end of next week, probably going to go and help my son move into his new apartment in PA. So that's going to be a little interruption. But then it's full speed ahead. But I feel like I've missed a lot of summer. Mainly because of the damn dynamic. Yeah. I think there's like half of the people gain weight during the pandemic, and then a lot of people I'm hearing and seeing on TV that they use this time to get in shape. But that takes a lot of discipline, and I don't mean like losing weight, getting in shape, but these women like went from like frumpy to like one woman. Her goal was to be on the cover of Muscle magazine, and like she's a finalist, and she was on TV, and she's like really buff and muscular now. Chester is having a nap. He's leaving me alone more. Yeah, I guess this is a good time of day. Earlier, he was bothering me because I guess I was using the phone. I was on the phone, and so he wanted to bother. But that's how little kids are, right? When they see mom on the phone, then they want to bother mom. I'm trying out a new cream. It's a Chobani cream. It's got cane sugar in it already, so I didn't put any extra sugar in there. It's okay. It's drinkable, but it's not as good as my regular cream that I get from Land O'Lakes. It's in the black container, but my store doesn't always have that. My store doesn't always have a lot of things. They're very inconsistent with their stock, but that might be because of the pandemic. I hear they're still having problems with manufacturing, and a lot of it is because people don't want to work because they're getting paid to stay home. Pretty much. But that's a whole different other subject, right? And I'm not going to get into that. Iris says my coffee looks good, and she's going to turn on the AC for the house to get cold so I can get some coffee. Okay, yeah. It's kind of cold in here because I got the air on and it's running now. And when it runs, it gets cold. And when it's off, it gets hot. I don't have good air circulation here. So I have to have a fan in the other room to kind of move the air. Zach's starting a new job tomorrow. Well, good luck, Zach. Let us know all about it. Oh, really? Wow. That's nice. She's close with her brother. I'm still working on my basket. I didn't get much further than I did last week. I didn't get much further than I didn't get much further since we last spoke on YouTube last week because I didn't work on it at all because I busted my lip and I was just like weak from not eating because I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't even drink from an open cup. And it's, yeah, like I said, I probably should have gotten stitches. And I was thinking, why didn't my husband force me to go? Because obviously I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital. It was the middle of the night. Ugh. But I was wondering, why didn't my husband assert himself and make me go? But I think it's because he was nervous they would question me about my busted lip. They would ask me if it was a domestic issue. And those are always uncomfortable questions because no matter how you could say no, they they often think you're lying and trying to cover it up, especially if my husband goes with me. Yeah, that's just a terrible situation when you hurt yourself because I mean you want to get help, but then you're going to be questioned. Ah, Divergent Crafters. Nice to see you here. Thanks for coming in, Crystal. Iris, I'm making my no, actually, I'm making I'm using the Navajo style, so I'm making the yarn into three. So every time you just hold it this certain way and you pull it and it triples the yarn. So I'm I'm using three strands of yarn, but I'm getting that from one ball. So again, it's called Navajo style. I learned it on YouTube. You could go on YouTube and click on Navajo style. I think I might have a video about that on my own playlist. Um, Again, so you know take the loop and you pull the working yarn through the loop. I'm not a very good teacher when it comes to, especially because I'm live. When I fell and broke my knee, they questioned if my husband pushed me. Oh my gosh, Iris, just and this is why my husband didn't push me. And I was wondering, I mean, didn't this is why my husband didn't push me to go to the hospital like he should have, because it was busted open and should have gotten stitches. I was wondering what is wrong with my husband. He didn't make me go to the hospital, and then I realized, yeah, they would question and they would like be so suspicious, and they would probably question him if he was there or look at him funny. Oh yeah, it's a good style, Iris. I like it. It works out good for me. This way you don't have to juggle three balls of yarn at the same time. That's kind of hard to do. And it's really nice when you do a cake yarn because you get the basket looks like the cake. It's not actually variegated. The whole basket is like this when you do the cake yarn using that style. It let look. I will show you. I'll show you what I mean. Mm. And her husband was home, but he was cutting my son's hair in the backyard. I was with my mom and my sister-in-law. Oh my gosh. See the things they think. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hi, sweet boy. Okay, like this basket I made, Navajo style. This is a Karen big cake. So that's how it comes out when you do Navajo style. It comes out as the cake. That's why I like using the Karen big cakes to make baskets. And then it's a pretty thick yarn. Not thick. I don't mean thick. I mean it's it's not soft. It's not a soft yarn. Because if you make a basket with soft yarn, the basket is just it's weebly wobbly. So it's got to be a sturdier yarn. Crystal says when she busted her toe, I got no questions with her. Oh, okay. But it was a toe. Most toe injuries are probably self. Yeah, toe injuries, you can go to the hospital. Lip, when it comes to lip, yeah, that's a. They're gonna ask you lots of questions. I know. Um, when I burned myself, they asked me questions. I couldn't avoid going to the hospital for that burn because that burn was pretty bad. I had like bubbles all over my skin. It was terrible, but they questioned me. It's but and yeah, they gave me morphine because the pain was so bad, and I was like, after they gave me morphine, I was like really drugged up, and I started texting. I was texting everybody all kinds of stupid stuff, and um, Mark, I'm working on my basket from last week. Yeah, that was crazy. But so yeah, when that happened, questions. And my husband was with me, so they questioned him. Did you throw the water at her? Mm-mm. But is anybody else working on anything crochet related? Lori Armstrong says, I'm parked at Son's work now. The car in front of me has a sticker that says, what if the hokey pokey what is what it's all about? That is funny. What if that is true? What it is all about is the hokey pokey. That is funny. I like that one. That's cute. I would like that for my car. I have a sticker, a decal, and I really, at this time, I don't know where it is. I ordered it a while ago, and it says Min Pin Mom, and it has like an image of a Min Pin. And then I ordered one that says Min Pin Dad. So I was going to put one on each side, but you have to wash your car first. And every time we wash our car, we would forget to bring it with us. And so I put it away somewhere. I was cleaning. I don't know where I put them. Jane is here. Hi, Jane. Just writing, blogging related for me. Okay. A chevron in your car? Oh, God, you're good if you can do chevron in your car. I don't know. Maybe I can now, but I remember when I first learned to crochet, I attempted the chevron, and that was like that felt like a, may as well have been a Tunisian project because like I couldn't talk. I and I gave up on the project, but I was using the wrong yarn for that project, and now I know what the yarn. Now I know what the wrong yarn is for certain projects. I know that there's a yarn, a certain yarn for certain projects. And if you use the wrong yarn, you're gonna you're not gonna be so successful. I need to finish a border on Afghan. I have been working on for over 2 months. I am immature. I have a Hello Kitty flipping the bird on my car. Someone hit a typo. Wait, should medical professionals question someone's injuries? Look at another story for another time. Well, yeah, medical professionals, they have to because they're mandated reporters. So, like me, when I was a teacher, we were mandated reporters. If we saw a child with any kind of bruise on their face or arm, we had to question them, about it. And then we had to report that. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, here, Mark, you're in Canada. That's the law here. I don't know if that's how it is in where you live. Your town is full of awful drivers. Yeah, same here. I'm there's a lot of people. My husband tells me he goes over the speed limit a lot of times. Like he'll be speeding and people just, you know, speeding by him. They're going obviously way faster than he is. And he's already speeding. So, ugh, I don't know. What's more annoying, a slow driver or a speeding driver? I find I find sl- didn't I put my phone on do not disturb? Why am I still getting a text? I find that slow drivers are a little bit more nerve wracking to me. My kids drive slow. And I can't take it. I'm like, hurry up, step on the gas already. See, you're right. Crystal agrees. Slow drivers. Okay, now this coffee got cold really fast. And I think it's because my air conditioner vent, it's blowing right here. I need to cover my coffee. Mm-mm. James says, reckless driver. Hey, AJ, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing better than ever. And I need to make another cup of coffee. I'm not going to waste too much because I'm almost done with this coffee. But if you weren't here earlier, I dumped my coffee. I don't microwave it because it's not good to microwave your coffee because then it gets bitter. And bitter coffee is not good for you. Or I don't know. I don't know if it's not good for you, but if I had a choice between bitter coffee and not bitter coffee, I'm gonna choose not bitter coffee. So I'm making another cup. This is my third cup. I didn't even touch this first one because the first one I made way before I went live. And then I let it sit and then I poured cream and then it was lukewarm already. And you're working on a sweater. Nice. I wish I was up to, I wish I was able to do wearables. I can make a scarf and a hat, kind of, and a shawl, but nothing else, like not with sleeves. If you are slow and you drive on the right so folks can pass, that is fine. If you drive fast and change lanes, that's bad. Hell, that is bad. Yeah, you can't drive slow in the left lane. You're gonna make people mad. That's what I mean. They're annoying. When they go slow like that. So, Mr. Hook is already home, but he's not really home. His his boss wants him to work from home for 2 more hours when he gets home, and he also works from home for 90 minutes before he leaves for work. And he's at work for over 8 hours, and he works 1 hour away. Add that up: 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. That's 14 hours of work. Plus he works at night also. Probably about 16 hours. And then 6 hours of sleep. It's about 2 hours of non-working.
6?
Yeah.
5 hours.
5 hours?
Maybe 4.
It's terrible. You work for free. It's not even. Let's not even talk about that.
You live.
Huh?
You live.
I am lying. Who did you think I was talking to?
I don't know.
My aunt? No. It's Thursday.
I know.
The day you've been waiting. He's been thinking it's Thursday for 8 days already.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take babysit now.
Aren't you gonna work
Later on.
later?
Yeah.
Later? Do they, Jane?
Stress
Do you live in Texas, Jane?
He's a stress melter.
AJ says Crystal's right. No signals. That's not good. What does that say, Jane? Utah? They are aggressive drivers? Wyoming? They drive between lanes? You must have lived in a lot of places, huh? Ah, you're playing with that puppy, babe. You're tempting me. It looks so fun.
It is fun.
Oh my gosh, I want some.
He's a stress melter.
Why don't you bring him over here? I miss him already. He's so cute. When he was on the couch, I couldn't see him.
Stop you what you saw here.
No, mute that, please.
Yeah, stress melter. Yeah.
Okay. I have like the worst paper cut on my thumb. And it's not a real paper cut. It's like a scrape from texting or like being on my phone, like pushing the screen. That's how much I was using my phone when I was recovering, and because of, from everything. So I couldn't do anything. So my thumb is really sore. Wow. A lot of places you live. Mark says he needs to attend to something important. Someone else has claimed my identity as an author for my book on Amazon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Really? Wow. Jane, you're right. Especially when you're trying to crochet. I mean, it's very difficult to crochet with the paper cut. But I have to do some crochet. I haven't been crocheting a lot, which is not good for my mental health. It just isn't. Could you mute that, please? I can still hear myself. He's got me running on his phone and I can hear myself.
Mute.
Why don't you bring that dog over here? I'm getting jealous. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, plop, plop, plop. Yes, I will.
What?
I have to respond to these text messages. Oh my gosh. I will be there. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, right? But I'm still getting alerts. I'm still getting text messages. And I got these. Oh, if anybody, ladies, if any of you are watching, I am going to be there tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Here, we're going to meet outside at on my friend's patio. Let's see if I could text them. Oh, you're so cute.
How long are you gonna be late?
Until 4:30? Okay. Let me see if I could text these ladies. I will be there. Oh, she said, sorry, will not be there.
Who?
Oh, I thought she said Sandy will not be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Okay. I will be there. Okay. Sorry. All right. Did you? Oh, yes.
Star people.
Yeah, we're teaching Chester how to sit, and he's mastering that. He likes those veggie sticks.
Okay.
You know those veggie sticks from the store? He likes to flip it up in the air and play with it. He's so cute when he does that. Oh my gosh, Chester's so cute. Oh, Chester. And you see how he didn't want to be with me? Because Daddy's home. So he doesn't know who Mommy is. Let me wash my hands. Yeah, he doesn't know who Mommy is when Daddy's home. No.
Mom, what's the third wheel?
Third wheel. I don't know who you are. But oh, when Dad's not home, he's a snuggle monster. He snuggles with Mama. But not when Dad's home. Right, Chesties? Chesties? Okay.
Chesty. One.
Krista lives in a small town in Tennessee that everyone commutes out of town to 4 different metro areas, and they all drive fast and aggressive but carefree. It's dangerous as we have windy hill. I know when we go to PA, we drive on the side of a mountain, and that's nerve-wracking. What is he barking at?
Something's out of place.
Oh, I know. I put something. Chester doesn't like when things are out of place. I'm sorry, Chester. And look, this cabinet is open. You open this cabinet? Okay, I know. It doesn't belong there. I know. It doesn't belong there. Sorry. Chester
Man,
has OCD.
He's pissed off.
Chester has OCD like
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah. Something's out of place. Right?
When things are out of place, woo, he gets mad. What was out of place before? I don't know. One thing was like in the wrong spot, and oh yeah, I hung a dress in my bathroom because I was about to shower, and so I wanted to let it get steamed because it was a little wrinkly. So I hung the dress in the bathroom, and he saw the dress, and he's barking at the dress. That's not where that belongs. Yeah, Mr. OCD. Aren't you going to answer phones in the bedroom?
Okay, I can.
Yeah. Why don't you? Because really, you can't really.
No, I'll answer over there, yeah.
It's going to ring over here?
No, then I'll turn it off. I'll hook it up over there.
Yeah. Plug it. But this is 1 week on, 1 week off with this
Shit.
working after work. This is freaking. How long is that going to last? Forever?
I have no idea.
This is so stupid. Okay, an hour and a half before work, an hour commute to work, 9-10 hours at work, an hour commute from work, 2 hours of work after work. Freaking ridiculous. And he gets paid for like 8 hours. Stupid. I wouldn't mind, of course I wouldn't mind if he got paid overtime. Of course not. But he gets paid salary. And he hasn't gotten a raise in how long? 3-4 years? Not even a COVID raise? Not even an essential worker? raise. Talking to myself here. I'm always complaining about that. What's crazy? What is crazy? Oh, okay. That. Yeah. AJ, your father-in-law has a job like that? I don't know. It's horrible when people take advantage of their employees. Can he count internet on Texas since he does work from home? Yeah, but anytime we um, itemize, it's never enough. It doesn't add up to take anything out. So that's not really an option. Oh, and for years, I used to save receipts and count everything and itemize everything on our taxes and all that work. And we were, so close. And we couldn't, it was going to be less than the automatic deduction. What do you call that? The standard deduction. So I even, the first year I crocheted, I started crocheting. I saved all my yarn receipts because I know you can itemize hobby. Uh, you can deduct hobby related stuff. But no. And that year I had, because I was first building my stash, I had a stack of Hobby Lobby receipts that high. Yeah. So that doesn't work for us. His Chester and his favorite toy. No bites. Tell him no bites.
No bites.
No bites. No bites. Tell him no bites.
Bites. Sit. Sit.
Good voice. Chester. He's so cute. He's irresistible. Okay. Your father-in-law is a concrete tester. He's been working for the same company for 15 years. Finally got a raise this year, like 2 months ago, for the first time in 5 years. Oh my gosh. Did he have to ask for that raise? Because my husband has not asked for a raise. Companies usually, when I worked, it was always just your annual review and then you got your raise. And that's how it was with the old company where he used to work. Annual review and you got your raise. Every company that he worked for was like that. But this new company, since the owner passed away, the son took over. And the son, I guess, just doesn't really know about that. And I told my husband, he's got to take that into consideration and remind the son every year you have to give your employees an annual review and give them a raise. But he did not say anything. And one day I was at the office hanging around there and I saw the son's wife. And I said, we were chatting for a while. And I said, hey, don't they give annual reviews here? So this is the son's wife, the owner. Now she's the owner's wife. She says, I don't know. Yeah, right. You don't know. Crystal's husband got a 10-cent raise. Like, oh, wow, $4 extra a week. Oh, but he's a pipe fitter. But still, 10 cents raise. That's like, no. You can get a cup of, not even a cup of coffee for $4. I mean, Starbucks anyway. This girl is saying that her husband got a 10-cent an hour raise. Mm-mm.
More than me.
Oh. My husband says it's more than me. Mm. I see. That's why he gets. So it really wasn't a raise then. It was just a pay increase because he changed positions. Technically, that's not a raise. You know, like for example, my husband company moved from being just 20 minutes away from the house to over an hour away, right? And my husband had a beat up Jeep Wrangler, older than my kids. He loved that car. It was a stupid car, but it was a Jeep Wrangler, but it couldn't go very far. So after he realized he needed to drive every day for an hour, he realized he needed a new car. He arranged with the owner of the company, the new guy, the son, to get a car allowance so he can get a new car. So he got a car allowance last year, but that's not a raise. That's not a raise. I'm sorry, it's not a raise. A car allowance added to your pay because of a problem that you did not make. That's not a raise. Sorry. Because I'm telling you, no extra money was going in our pocket. It just covered the amount of money my husband had to pay because he has a car payment now and our car insurance went up. So, not a raise. Crystal's husband makes $22.45 an hour, but the company didn't take their raise for 5 or 10 years. He would be making $32 an hour. Oh, his union sucks. See, I don't think my husband's company follows those union rules. Because yeah, he's in a union, but the company has to follow the union rules. They don't. They don't. Concerning a lot of things. And it's because, unfortunately, the owner passed away. And I guess before he passed, he didn't really think, oh, before I pass, maybe I should show my son more about the business before I leave it to him. I guess he passed before he thought, I don't know. But I told my husband, that's what you're there for. I think the owner hired you knowing he was going to pass soon. And I remember a conversation, some about the father was kind of hiring him so he can teach his son all about the business. But my husband's not assertive and whatever. I don't know. I'm telling my husband's business way too much, so I just better shut up. I better shut up. Good thing my his coworkers and everybody aren't subscribers. I don't know. I think one of his coworker is a subscriber, but she's cool. Good thing the boss's wife isn't a subscriber. That's for sure. She never will be, probably. And that's okay with me. All right, so back to my basket. Back to my basket. Yeah, AJ. I guess venting is good, but not on like in public. I feel like I'm in public. Granted, there's only 9, 10 people watching right now, but still, I mean, there is such thing as replay. AJ, I'm working on a basket. This is just the beginning of the basket. I'm using Karen 1 pound. It's Patty Green, the color. It's funny because you hardly ever, with yarn, oh, it's not Patty Green. I'm sorry. It's Kelly Green. Patty Green is from Red Heart Super Saver. Kelly Green is Karen 1 pound. I was wondering because I was just going to say you hardly ever see the exact name of a color on two different companies of yarn. And I looked at it again and yeah, it's not the exact same. One is Patty Green, that's Red Heart. And this Karen is Kelly Green. Kelly, Patty, both Irish names. I think all last week's live, the whole live I was saying Patty Green. It's Kelly Green, not Patty Green. But it's pretty much the same color. This bright Irish green that everybody wears on St. Patrick's Day. Green. Everybody's Irish here in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day because Chicago's got a big Irish population. We have a river in Chicago and downtown, and the city dyes the river green on St. Patrick's Day. The whole river. It's a pretty big river, and they dye it green every year. Yeah, AJ. When I remember discovering the Karen 1 pounders, I went nuts with Karen 1 pound. I I was a Karen 1 pound hater before. I couldn't understand why Mikey from the crochet crowd, he would show these patterns using this kind of yarn, that kind of yarn. The pattern was using certain kind of yarn, and then he goes, for the tutorial, I'll be using Karen 1 pound, and I was like, always with your Karen 1 pound. Then I realized why he liked Karen 1 pound. It's easy to work with. It'll do anything you want it to. Now I get it. And yeah, so don't knock something till you try it. Okay. Supposedly my family is part Irish, but who knows? Crystal, you can now take a DNA test to find out what your heritage is. I see that on commercials. Like people find out they're, part this and part that, and they're shocked, to find out what they are. A while ago, one of my relatives said that our last name, my grandfather's last name, was not Mexican, but actually Italian. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, I realize it's probably not Mexican, it's probably from Spain, Spanish. Um, and my husband's last name it sounds like a Spanish last name because Spain owned the Philippines, but it's a lot of people think it's Italian when they read it. So I don't know. A lot of Italian and Spanish, they're kind of cousin languages. Oh, she just sent back her. Okay, so then you're gonna find out if she has Irish, Crystal. Then you know where. Well, I don't know, but if your husband's Irish, then that will really give you a definite answer about yourself. So, but if your husband's definitely not Irish and she has some Irish, you'll know that it comes from you, right? But I know a lot of Anglo-Saxons, we'll call them Caucasians. A lot of them are from Europe, so they can be, there's so many countries in Europe, and they all basically have the same look, It's just blonde hair, blue eyes, light skin, So you really, need to do that, especially if you're from European descent. That would help you to pinpoint what country you're from, your ancestors are from exactly. I know this person, she was like Irish, English, Scottish, Polish, German, like all the European. She had all of it in them. And then lastly, American Indian. She said, I used to know that she said, say them a lot. Okay. All right. We just got the notification. Dana's going live in 30 minutes. And so that's when we're going to go over to her house and kick back and relax and watch her live. And so we're going to rate her after my live. So that gives us 30 minutes. And I hope that everybody sticks with me. I see the number, going down, the number of viewers. So hopefully it doesn't get too low, because I'd like to have as many people on here as I can. That really helps my channel. I've been trying to get more consistent with my lives and with my regular videos. And every time I take one step forward and 2 steps back, because I get sidetracked with something that comes up, whether it be a surgery or a fall or a new puppy or my son doing something with him in PA. But whew, I haven't been this busy. I don't know. I feel like I'm just always busy doing something, and I just want to chill sometimes and go on YouTube and learn some new crochet patterns. Like, I miss those days, and I haven't been able to just do that. It's sad but true. Does linked crochet seem okay for an Afghan border, or should I add a shell? Linked crochet, what is that? What is linked crochet? That sounds like something I'd like to learn. Or is it a typo? I don't know. Sorry if it is. Okay, this coffee is turning lukewarm. I'm just about finished. I think I've had a total of 1 big cup of coffee. Linked double crochet. Okay. But I still don't know what linked is. If it's a regular, like if you're just saying double crochet border, that's a good border. Shell stitch is good too. I'd like a shell stitch, but I still, if linked double crochet is something different than just regular double crochet, describe it to me, because I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar. Or maybe I'm just not remembering what it is. Let's see here. Let me check on something. We've got 18 thumbs. Wow, you guys are good. Thank you, everybody, for putting your thumb up. We don't have any thumbs down, which is always kind of humorous when I get a thumbs down. You go through the loop on previous double crochet to yarn over. What? I don't even know what that is. That sounds interesting. Now, can you do a whole blanket with linked double crochet, or is that just like a border thing? I like that. I wonder how that looks. I'll have to look that up. Oh my gosh. I was just talking about learning new things regarding crochet, and I learned something today. Wonderful. And I would always get these while I was busy training my new puppy when I first got him. I remember getting all these notifications about videos with, this pattern and this pattern, this granny square. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. But I have this puppy and I can't. And now I want to go back now that I have more time. I want to go back and try those. But I forget. I didn't save any of those videos. I think a lot of them were on the Crochet Crowd. Maybe some Creative Grandma too. But I didn't save any of them. I got a lot of. I would always say I have to catch up on all the videos that I missed. But now I've missed so many videos. I don't think I'll ever catch up. But I've got to look up that stitch when I get off on my way to where I need to go. What I'm just gonna run somewhere, but I'm gonna have Dana's live playing, and then when I get back, I'm gonna switch on to after Dana comes. Is it Sandy? Yeah, it's Sandy. Left is right. Crochet with Sandy. And after Sandy is Rosalie, right? Am I missing somebody? So it's Dana, then Sandy, then Rosalie, then Mimi Cat, then Dana again on Thursdays. But I just have to run and do something. Mark is still here for now, but I need to get dinner, and take out the trash for weekly pickup tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm a little upset at the moment regarding my Amazon issue. Oh, I'd be upset too. That's kind of crazy. I wouldn't be so bad, Mark, if you were getting the money for the book, though, would it? If only that were true. It's probably not true since you're upset. I'm guessing not. I've had my identity stolen twice. It's not fun because there's a lot of phone calls involved. I think I might know who did it too, but I won't speculate at the moment. Very frustrating. Yeah, I actually, in the mail, how did I find out? This was before internet banking. So if you wanted to know your balance on your bank account, you would have to. No, we had internet banking, but we didn't have it like on our phone in an app. But we had internet banking, and so when I went on internet banking, I saw that there was all these withdrawal for crazy amounts of money to companies I'd have never heard of. It's not true, Sandy. It's almost like the identity that's not regarding money, or in this case, royalty payments. So anyway, when I looked into it, I was questioning the bank about it. I called them, and I still didn't get an answer. So I remember going through my mail, regular mail, and this was when they would mail you back canceled checks that you wrote. I was getting these canceled checks that supposedly I wrote, and it was to stores that I didn't go to. And up in the corner where it should have your name and address, it didn't have anybody's name. But on the bottom where it had your account number and your routing number, all of that matched my account number and routing number. But there was no name at the top. So somebody was like producing checks with my account number and just using them willy-nilly all over town. Going to this store and that store and writing checks. And then they were calling up companies. It was an electric company from a different state and paying their bill. And then they were paying their cell phone bill. That was kind of crazy. And it was a big amount of money that they took total when it came down to it. So I had to go file a police report, and then I had to go to my bank, and then I had to go back to the police station, and I had to go back to the bank, but then I had to go call these people, and I had to take a couple days off of work to straighten everything out. But I never found out who it was. And I even had, if you want more mods in the future, please. Okay. I never found out who it was. But here's the question I had. I called this electric company, and I said, listen, someone made a payment to you on this date using this amount of money. And it was an odd amount of money, like ended with 46 cents, so it's a unique number, not a number easily, like if you paid it $75, somebody else could have paid $75 that day too. But it was a very odd amount of money and on a certain date. Okay, I said, can you tell me who made that payment? Oh, no, we can't. Privacy. We can't give you that information. But like they're protecting the thief, I don't need all that hassle right now. Yeah, no, I didn't do that until like a few days passed. At first I had to take care of it, getting the money back. All right, you should have a blue shirt now, Mark. I just made you a mod. So you're in blue. Thank you. Mods, you wouldn't think they're helpful, but sometimes I will get creeps in my live feed. I got one a few times. A creep. I guess, what do you call them? Trolls that say inappropriate things during the live, and it can be shocking when you're trying to talk in the camera and you're getting a comment that says that they want to kiss you. Somebody wants to kiss you or something else to you. It's just so that's good. And I know at the moment I don't think I have any mods on at this time. Oh yeah, Iris. I don't know if Iris is still here. I had Iris, but she might have had to go tend to her dad. Possibly. I do mods on other channels that I'm subscribed to. You can certainly trust me to keep those idiots out. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen you on other channels. And you are a very generous person, Mark. I see. Very generous. That's nice. So, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, my son texted me today that he was about to get his vaccine. And I know him. I knew he was about to get it, and I didn't really want him to get the Johnson & Johnson one, but I know him. If he has a chance to get just one shot, he's going to go for that, just one shot. And it was just in time because they recalled the Johnson & Johnson. I'm pretty sure, if I read correctly, they recalled that vaccine. So, but that was just today that I read that. And today when he told me he was getting the vaccine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if, I don't know, I just better make sure he doesn't get it. I don't know, because you never know. What if they're going to recall it, but starting next week, right? So I'm like, don't get the Johnson & Johnson. So, no, he got the Pfizer. I'm like, okay. And I know how he is with needles. He's very afraid of needles. Very afraid. And so I said, well, when you're done getting your shot, you can go and get in the candy aisle and buy yourself a lollipop, okay? Use my credit card and get yourself a lollipop. So I hope everything went well. And now he'll be going back in, what is it? It's 2 weeks, right? You have to go back, or is it 3? My son got the 1 shot and done evil today. Oh, Julie. Okay. Crystal got hers today. I got the one. I thought the 1 shot was recalled. I thought the Johnson & Johnson was like they were having some problems with it. Is that not true? Or is there another 1 shot that I don't know of? I don't know. But I know the Johnson & Johnson was the first issue they had with it was in women like my age. It wasn't everybody either, but most of the problems, all of the problems occurred in women my age only. So, like my age group. So I knew, like, okay, say no to J&J, especially because I'm a woman. But now it's like there's more issues with it. I don't know. What do you have there? Is that a toy?
A toy. Sexy legs.
Yeah. He's so cute. I thought you were gonna wear your shirt today.
No.
Yeah. World's best dog dad. That's what Chester got his dad for Father's Day. It says world's best dog dad. And he gets so much attention in public places. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? I got that air blowing now, and it's so cold. It's like right on me. I haven't been vaccinated for COVID once yet. I'm still hesitant regarding side effects. Thankfully, J&J is not available up here in Canada. There's a lot going into my decision regarding those shots. Yeah, and we should all, respect each other's decisions. But I hear some people get into arguments regarding other people's decisions about the shot, and it's kind of weird. But oh shoot, what was I going to say? I had a dream last night. I had a whole bunch of dreams last night that we were moving. We were moving, and we had no vehicle to move, and we were walking everything. We were walking miles with our furniture. And I remember moving this furniture, moving these boxes, walking, and a lot of things were going on in my dream. A lot of things were going on. There was like a little war. And I remember in my dream going, I miss COVID when we just had COVID. I don't know why I just told you that, but Crystal got the vaccine because she hates the mask. I actually don't mind the mask. I'm a germaphobe anyway, so I wish we could still just all wear masks because I feel like now I'm more aware of droplets. And I feel like when people are talking close to me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how many droplets are coming out of my mouth? What's out of place now? They screened him and his friend first. He is young and healthy. So far, so good. Okay. Oh dear, Julie, sorry to hear that. Oh, to your husband and just also. I will tell him you said hello. They're like in the back room. Yes, Mark. Ian is my husband's name. Okay, Crystal, the mask heightened your anxiety. The mask actually helped my anxiety because I had anxiety about germs for years, years, over 20 years. I've had anxiety regarding germs. It used to be so bad before I couldn't even sit in a public place, like waiting rooms. I would stand. I couldn't sit in like a chair that other people sat in. Now it's not so bad, but I still have certain phobias about things. And then when I learned about droplets, which was one of my I never really even thought about droplets of all the things I would be afraid of, like all the germs and things I would be like thinking of, like who else touched that, who else touched that. Then COVID made us learn about droplets and how when we talk, droplets come out of our mouth. And then, like, yeah, droplets do come out of our mouth when we talk. Like right now, droplets are coming out of my mouth. Right now. And and so now I'm thinking about droplets all the time. And people, now that they're not wearing their mask again, when they talk to me, I'm thinking droplets, droplets, droplets. Just like I think about things when I touch, I'm like, oh, who else touched that? Who else touched that? I used to have to avoid doing things. Now with medication, I can still do them. I can do them, but I still think about them. But I can do them, but I still think about them. It's in the back of my head. Oh, ugh, you know. But without the medication, I would think about it and I can't do it. I can't. It's like I was not able to function. But with medication, now I can function. But it's still in my head. I'm still thinking about it. I was having to mask up before COVID. Please don't be mean to those masking up. Many of us were doing that before COVID. After COVID, I hope people that it's not fun to have to do that. You still have 7 people watching. 19 thumbs up. Yeah, good, Mark. Yeah, I know. Masks aren't for everybody, and no masks is not for everybody too. It's just individual preference, and masks are hard to wear, especially when it's hot. But I was wearing my mask thankfully because when I busted my lip, it looked horrible. So I just was wearing a mask and being fine with it, extra fine with it because it just was so embarrassing trying to walk around with the busted up lip. And it was so swollen too. Yeah, so and I was just like praying really hard that it was gonna go away completely for today so I can do my live. And it improved tremendously in 24 hours after I prayed and prayed and prayed. It improved so much. So prayer works. And yeah, because I didn't think I was gonna be able to go live if it was worse than this, and it's pretty bad. So, and this is 95% better. So can you imagine how bad it was? Now I have Amazon to worry about regarding oh my gosh. Medically, some of us have to. We don't want to, but we have to do what we can to protect our immune systems. I am not concerned about whether others wear it or not. Have to do protect me. Yeah, Julie, I'm concerned about people not wearing it. However, I know it's not the norm, so I'm not going to ask everybody. The only non-normal thing I ask people to do for my sake is to take off their shoes when they come in my house. I feel so stupid asking for it, but I have to. For it's for me, you know, for
Say,
for my protection. You know, and it is my home, and I have to. I can't feel like my carpet is dirty because somebody else walked on my carpet with their shoes on. That's the only thing I draw the line on. I put my foot down. Please, you take your shoes off before you come in my house. And for the most part, people don't mind. They might get a little annoyed, but they still do it. You know, right?
Yeah.
And I've always taught my boys to take off their shoes before they come in the house. And wherever they go to somebody else's house, they take off their shoes. And I remember we were visiting this one woman, and her house was really dirty. And she had 4 dogs and like a whole bunch of kids. And the dogs would go to the bathroom in the house. Nice lady, but that's the way she lived. And my kids went to her house and they started taking off their shoes. And I said, no, don't take off your shoes here, please. You know, because the dogs would go to the bathroom in the house. And it smelled like that too. You know who I'm talking about, right, babe?
mm-hmm.
Crystal's grandmother wore a mask years ago when she was going through chemo. Yeah, I know somebody who's been wearing masks all this time because of their health. And I know a lot of Asians wear masks. Like when you get your nails done, they wear masks there. Obviously, because all that nail dust, they don't want to breathe it in. Mark doesn't allow smokers in his house. And my folks always like that too. Yeah. So, Mark, when you say you don't allow smokers in your house, do you mean you don't allow people to smoke in your house? Or if people are a smoker, you don't let them in the house? I have a neighbor downstairs who used to always visit us, but he was a smoker. He didn't smoke in the house, not even in his house, but he would come up here and I would smell smoke. He smelled like cigarette. And I remember always when he leaves, like spraying with Lysol, because it was cigarette smoke doesn't bother me. But when it's when it's on your clothes, then it bothers me. When stale smoke bothers me. Like a fresh cigarette, it doesn't bother me. But when it's all over you because you smoke so much and for so long, and you're just walking around smelling like cigarette because that's how much you smoke, that I can't. Mm-mm. Look, sometimes if I crochet with like when I used to be able to crochet in public, and I used to go to yarn shops and crochet with the ladies, and somebody came in and she was a smoker and her yarn smelled like cigarette, and it's stale. By then it's stale, and that, ugh, no, thank you. But like when somebody's smoking, it actually smells good to me. Certain brands especially, I don't mind. It actually smells so good. I've never smoked. It's just, I don't know. I grew up with smokers, so maybe when I smell it, it smells nostalgic to me. I don't know. But certain brands like Camel, ugh, nope. But like Newport, I like the smell. Love the smell of Newport cigarette.
Who's that 3 times already?
He's a piss machine. right now. Let him get it all out. Don't chance it. Don't chance. Oh my gosh. Why don't you just get dressed? You know how men come home and they just take off their pants? That one over here.
Piss machine. Is a piss machine.
No. I want no cigarette smoke in the house. Period. Marijuana smoke, none of those external sources. Okay. But if they're not smoking, can they come in your house? If they're not smoking, if they come in your house and don't smoke, can they still come in your house? Or do you say, no, you're a smoker, don't come in my house? What is that noise? What is that noise? What is going on? What are you getting into? What are you getting into? Oh, no, mister. No, I don't think so. You're getting big enough to go on the table, aren't you? Oh my gosh, you are a sneaky little dude. You are being a sneaky little dude. Oh, you're being a sneaky little dude. Mm. Dad's on the phone and so you're being a sneaky. I thought I heard something. Are you a sneaky dude? Mm-hmm. You're a sneaky dude. He was a sneaky dude. You know what he was doing? I had some dog treats on my coffee table. And now that he's bigger, he was trying to get up on the coffee table. He already my husband put some SD cards on the edge of the coffee table and Mr. Chester got them and he chewed up his SD card. Chewed it up really good because it was on the edge. And so he was trying to get the dog treats that were not on the edge, but in the middle. He almost got him. He was getting very close, weren't you? You were getting very close to the doggy treats. You were getting close to your treatsy weetsies? Yeah, because you're a cutie pie. Yes, the first condition you mentioned. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you don't like smoke at all. That's that's your choice. Your house, your rules, right? My house, my rules. Um, Chester. Uh, oh, I was saying treatsy weetsies. I always like to put a little W on the word I'm saying. I say couch you out, trees, treatsy weetsies. Hold on, I have to plug in my laptop. Um, when I go to the chiropractor, I take Chester with me in his carrier, and sometimes somebody will ask to pet him. So I have to take him out of the carrier and I let that person, of course, Chester gets bathed every time we come home after that. Okay, remind me tomorrow. Okay, Julie, thanks for coming. Oh my gosh. All these notifications. Sorry, Sandy, I'm just thinking about my situation with Amazon now. Another big, what another bugger that I don't need. I know. Hope everything works out with that. But anyway, when people see Chester, their voice like automatically changes to that little voice. Like, oh, you're so cute, little puppy. You're so cute, little puppy. And my chiropractor can't stand it. He has a dog, but he doesn't believe in treating your dog like anything else but a dog, like an animal. Dogs are animals. So he doesn't like, he's not affectionate with his dog. He's just dog. Your dog. I think he might pet his dog, but I'm not sure. But he doesn't do, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute. He doesn't do any of that. So when he sees people do, he's like, what happened to you? Why is your voice doing that? What happened to you? Yeah, he is good medicine. Yeah, that's what my husband said. He's a stress reliever. Mm-hmm. He's a stress toy. A stress toy. Aren't you a cute little baby boy? You're cute. No bite. No bite. No bite. I'm putting you down if you're gonna bite. Let me put him. Put him in his little cage here. Yeah, you're gonna have to go in your cage. Go in your cage, you babies. Okay. No. No. You stay there. You stay there. Have some water. Have a snack. What?
Are you off the clock already?
No, I'm not. I had to get Chester because he was, oh yeah, it's time. Because Chester was trying to get on the dining room, or on the coffee table. Oh my God. Chester. All right. I gotta see. Is Dana on yet? I didn't see. I know she goes on at 4:30. Sometimes she gets, she has to get caught up with things, so it's not always on the dot. But I want to make sure to put her link so everybody can raid her and say hook raid. Oh yeah, she is live. Okay. So let's go over to her. Let me put that link in. What? What happens in my membership? I have to renew everything because I got a new debit card. Oh no, that's not true. Oh, okay. That's something else. Okay. Okay. Let's go over here. Copy and paste. Okay, that is Dana's live. Did I pause her? Didn't mean to pause her. And we'll go over to her house. And in the meantime, I'm going to say take care and stay safe. And he didn't even throw that away. Hopefully, you'll see me on Sunday. Bye, everybody.